Yeah, and then I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
On the carry.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Allen. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Brooks. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And mark him down way up close. To the 40 at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Gibson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen now on first down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Washington first. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Complete.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Seahawks first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. The gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Lorenzo Carter.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To Philip Dorsett.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of
first down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Seattle.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
To Philip Dorsett.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The 8-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
It is good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. What is the guys up front?
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here. As he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to Swain. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Seattle.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score is Seahawks 21, Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
It will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Back at the 21-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He was brought down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout.
Just shy of the goal.
7 seconds left in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
Antonio Gibson.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Open man here is Foster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Gibson, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A run here for J.D. McKissick, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw complete right side to start things out. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Cousins, flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
This is fielded inside the 5. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football. Touchdown for themselves.
And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Dancing to his feet, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, he'll air this one out deep for Sims. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Washington 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Allen eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
the ball carrier.
They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. First down, here's the run with Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing here, Cousins. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, here's Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
A gain of 2.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back to the ground, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They go play action. Cousins. And able to find Dorsett. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you